You mentioned that you and your husband Dave Franco were in a horror movie that he did. Called The Renter.
The Rental.
The Rental. I wrote down The Rental. I just can't read my handwriting. I can't read my notes.
The drama
a bit more
of it, though.
ominous.
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's about a couple of couples who go to stay at an Airbnb type rental property.
It's
I'm probably not allowed to say.
It's already terrifying. You can say Airbnb type.
Type
Yeah.
of rental property. I mean, and scary things happen.
my God.
Yes. Oh my God, scary.
We were just laughing yesterday because Julia and I are obsessed with horror movies, and we would go see
anything.
Any awful piece of crap horror movie.
I don't care if
Really?
between 0% and 100%. I am there opening night.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
I
guys,
love a good scary
I'm
movie.
the opposite. I get very scared.
Oh.
I get very scared. So what we like to do is Dave will watch every horror movie, and he loves them, and especially lately as he was writing this one. And then he'll weed out the ones for me. Like he'll be like, these are the cream of the crop horror movies that you should. Let's go see the Midsommar.
Oh.
You know, the It Follows.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is
Current,
what
but
I.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to get scared for nothing. Like, find me the best
Right.
of the best.
I think that Julia and I have to do that for our respective husbands.
Yes, yeah.
Right?
Mine won't see
Like
him at
all of-
all,
yeah.
really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt will if it's good. Like I showed him The Shining and he was beside himself.
Oh.
But you know, I've taken him to opening night of The Curse of La Llorona and
Yeah.
he's not happy.
No, I'm not. I wasn't heading out to see that opening weekend. But it is funny because movies like The Shining and Rosemary's Baby, these are like my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
Right.
When they're done,
they're
great.
different.
thrillers
Yeah, exactly.
that are iconic.
Well, that and for me, like The Strangers is. Which makes me already think about your movie, just the idea of an
Exactly.
Airbnb. I'm already like, is it an invasion?
Airbnb
is
type.
it supernatural? Airbnb type.
Guys, it's an Airbnb type. We're not saying anything. Just from another website where you would rent a property. While we were making that movie, we shot it in Oregon in this tiny town on the coast
scary.
called Bandon. Shot it all in a house on the coast. You'd have to drive down
Murky.
these windy, unlit streets into
Oh my
the
God.
woods to get there. And I decided it would be a great idea to listen to true crime, like murder podcasts.
Allison, this is on you. You're doing this. You're crazy.
I wanted to stay in the mode.
Yeah.
But the worst part was because my hours were we shot like almost all nights, but my hours were slightly better than Dave's as he was the director. He really had to stay there the whole time. And so sometimes I would get back to our Airbnb that we were staying in, which was like a scary little wooden cottage on the beach during the day. Beautiful, amazing. And we loved staying in it. It was like a really wonderful time for the two of us to get to work on the project together. At 4 a.m. in the pitch black, driving up to this
You have to turn on
wooden
every light in that cottage.
It looked like where Hansel and Gretel got murdered. And then I would just be turning off like some information about the Black Dahlia killer. And then I would walk down 50 rickety stairs into our place. The silver lining was that we brought our cat, Harry. So I was never alone. I was never totally alone.